Shergan. I'm going to do a review today for the Scylla tank from Freemax. This tank is a top fill tank that utilizes a ceramic coil. It's very similar to the Ceramicus, and I think they're sister companies. However, I like this tank better. It doesn't have that janky, weird top fill that the Ceramicus tank has. It's a very simple top fill. You just quarter turn counterclockwise, and there you go. You're filling it, and then reverse the process. As easy as that. It's sealed, and it's a great vape. The ceramic coil in this does deliver some very rich, very pure taste and flavor, as well as a nice, rich, dense vapor production. I'm really enjoying this tank. I've had this for about 6 weeks. Freemax did send me a couple of extra ones that I've been giving away, and today's video will include a giveaway for one of these tanks. 2 lucky winners will win a stainless steel version. This is the anodized black version. I have 2 stainless steel colored tanks to give away. Watch the video, and at the end I'll tell you how you could win one of these very nice top fill sub-ohm tanks. The ceramic coil in this is rated from 20 to 160 watts. I find it vapes ideally the best at about 100 to 105 watts, gives me the best flavor, best vapor production, and doesn't heat up too terribly. I get a very rich, dense vape on this. The flavor is fantastic. I want to read you some things they say about their ceramic coil. Food grade ceramic coil. The FGCC food grade ceramic coil is the first ceramic coil in sub-ohm tank in the world, the healthiest option for vaping. I don't know if it's the first one. I reviewed the Vaporesso Target back in the fall, sometime around October, November, and that seemed to have come out before this one. I don't know if you quite nailed first in the market, but it is a food grade ceramic coil. Long lifespan of ceramic coil. Due to the high endurance of ceramic from temperature and electricity, the lifespan of FGCC is 3 to 5 times compared to Kanthal, Nichrome, and I200 sub-ohm coils. This will help you save on replacement coil costs. Okay, pure taste, no dry hits. So let's read some more about these ceramic coils. What does Freemax say about their coils? Pure taste, no dry hits. The Freemax Star Tank series receives high praises on flavors. The Scylla inherits those design characteristics and improves on those. Ceramic has the excellent ability of e-liquid absorption, and atomization of e-liquids is fully transformed into vapor with unmatched pure flavor. Wow, that was a mouthful. Huge vapor clouds, that's true. The flavor is good on this tank, very good. Large airflow. You know, you got, okay, it gives you a little diagram of the airflow as you open up that airflow slot. The rebuildable section on this is very interesting. I really enjoy the RBA kit that this comes with. So let's go ahead and take a close-up look. Watch the video, watch the close-up. I'll try and keep this on the short side, and you can see the tank, you can see the vape on it. I'll come back up top, talk about it, and talk about how you could be one of 2 lucky winners for this tank. Does completely disassemble for cleaning. You can also see the cotton wicking material. Notice the very tiny wicking holes. And here's the base of the 510. It does look to be silver plated. Here's the RBA section, nice and big. Notice the dual wicking holes. And the reason for that is because it's a double stack coil for this RBA. And this top cap just fits right into that slot right there. And you can see me do some vaping on this on my live show from a few weeks back, but this needed to be re-wicked. This is the original stock build that comes with it. Nice. Check that out. So they did spaced coils, double stack. Very interesting. And you use a screwdriver and remove these screws to take this top deck off and that top coil so you can get to the bottom coil. There is also a way for you could just remove the top coil and go single coil on this, and there it comes with plugs, so you would block off the top juice wicking hole on either side of this top housing for the RBA. So we're going to reassemble. Okay, so we've seen the RBA section, we've seen the stock ceramic coil, what it looks like on the inside, nice wide chimney diameter. There's a tungsten heating element of metal. You can see that on the inside. That's what delivers the electricity to the ceramic, this ceramic cylinder that heats up. Oh, here's our base with airflow. You got an internal frame for this. Be careful not to over tighten. You will crush that glass if you try and over tighten this tank. Just hand tight until the O-rings, you feel the O-rings start to seat, and then that's it. Done, sealed. Okay, here's your top fill method. Nice wide top fill slots. Sharp looking tank in black. It also comes in stainless steel. And the top fill is very simple. It's got these notches that fit into grooves here. Okay, so what happens is you find the spot and then you turn it to the right. Now it's locked in there. Sealed, ain't going anywhere. And here's your drip tip. It does have a 510 connection. This drip tip is not removable. This is part of the top housing of the tank, but you can certainly get a little shorty drip tip of your own if you want. And this is metal with an inner, maybe Delrin or Peak, some type of insulator. The drip tip does not get hot, and I have vaped this up to 100 watts plus. Here's the airflow. You've got this little post in there that stops it, and then it's clicky. 8 positions of airflow. And here's our 510 connection. Notice it does not stick out at all from the negative housing of the 510 threading. So do not use this on a hybrid mech mod. Don't use this on a mech mod at all. It defeats the purpose of having a tank so you can use regulated power to dial in exactly the wattage where you like your vape. Don't use this on a mech mod. It's a danger too. It's not intended for mech mods. Okay, enough on that. And there's the close-up of the Scylla tank. Let's go ahead and install the coil, and then I'll fill it, and then we'll vape on it, and then I'm going to also show you what comes in the box. There's our coil installed. Let's go ahead and prime this. Some e-liquid. Today I will be filling this tank with Sand Caddy Head from AC e-liquid. This is a raspberry cheesecake. It's delicious. It's more on the lighter side of vaping as far as flavoring goes. It's got a nice delicate balance of raspberry and cheesecake, and it is yummy. So I wanted to try it out on this ceramic coil for the flavor. We're going to prime this coil. Doesn't take much. It wicks very well. Okay, you're just putting juice around the top, that's all. Maybe come back and revisit a couple of times. So to top fill it, we turn this counterclockwise. Hear that snap, and then it's just as a pressure fit O-ring locks it in, and those gaskets right there seal the tank. And we're going to line up these notches here. Just turn it until it fits in, and push in and turn about a quarter of a turn clockwise. And there we go. Now the tank is full. Let's take a look at the packaging and what else comes in the box with this tank from Freemax, www.freemaxvape.com. Here's your contents of the box. You have an authenticity check scratched right there and a QR code. These are the different coil options. I was only given the RBA, RTA they call it, RTA section. I'll agree with that, it's an RTA. And the 0.3 ohm ceramic, but these are the other coil options. I'd like to try that Clapton, and I would like to try those Canthol coils. I'm not much interested in the nickel coils for this. And what else comes in the box is, here's the tank, nestled snugly in its foam tray. You have a user manual. I'll go thumb through this page by page, so you can pause the video and read the user manual if you need it. If you buy this tank, please read the instructions. Got some nice diagrams, how to rewick, how to rebuild. Very nice. It's even showing you, wow. I think it's showing you how to re-wick the ceramic. Maybe not. Okay. User manual. Nice pictures. Very nice detail. Okay. What else comes in here? You get some organic cotton. You get a spare parts kit for this RBA, RTA section. You have O-rings, you have a couple of pre-built coils, you have an extra set of those top posts, you also have some screws, and you also have 2 plugs. If you want to go single coil mode, you use those plugs to block off one of these 2 juice wicking holes, the top one on either side. So there's your RBA, there's your tools. It also comes with both a slotted and Phillips screwdriver, very nice, and a spare set of O-rings for the tank. So that's a lot of nice goodies that come with this. That RTA is very versatile, it's very interesting. I've been using it in dual coil mode and it vapes fantastic. You also get a spare Pyrex or quartz sleeve. And that's it, that's all you get. That's all that comes in the box. Let's go back up top, vape on this, and talk about the Scylla tank from Freemax. So we just took a look at the close-ups for the Scylla tank, and I am vaping this right now. I'm going to be using the Asmodus Minikin just because that's kind of classy and I like the feel of this setup, black on black. This ceramic coil is very similar to the Ceramicus coil. It does require some break-in period, so just be gentle on it. 50 to 80 watts for the first several tanks of juice, and then don't go try and take it up to 160 watts right out of the gates. Since this coil has already been broken in, it really wants to be north of 80. This tank does take quite a bit of power to get that coil going. It does. It's not a low wattage coil. You can even see the delay it takes to ramp up and get heat going. But once you do, it's great. Okay, we're going to go up to 90 watts here on this. Then I'm going to switch devices. 90 watts. I just want to remind you, the first time you vape on this tank with a fresh coil, please start lower, start at about 30 watts, break that coil in, work your way up in increments of maybe 5-watt increments, 10-watt increments from low to high, just to break in that coil. Let's use, and I was going to show you, something like the EVIC Mini is not going to be an adequate box to power this with, not by a long shot, because 75 watts it's not going to be adequate. But I wanted to show you anyway because it's a popular mod and a lot of people have that. They're going to want to know, can I use that with my EVIC Mini? Yes, you can, and you'll get a good vape on it. And if you already have the EVIC Mini, you don't have to go out and buy another device just for this tank. But you're not going to be getting the full capability of what this tank offers. This tank offers incredibly rich flavor and dense vapor, upwards north of 80 to 100 watts. And it really wants to be north of 100 watts. That's where you get your best vape on this thing. Again, you'll get flavor, you'll get vapor, you'll get a good vape at 50 to 80. But right there, at 100 watts, now we're talking. That's where I like to vape. That's where I feel like this tank ideally performs. Very nice. You see that? And I have a couple of other devices out here to show you how nicely this fits on the IPv4S. Almost a perfect fit. It is perfectly flush with that rounded top 510 on the IPv4S. That's a nice matchup. Look at that, made for each other. Another good matchup is the cuboid. This is a really good matchup. It seems to fit perfectly in that circle on the top of the cuboid. See that? Nice and flush. Good proportion, good form factor on there. 105 watts, cuboid. Nice. The flavor coming through is nice and crisp and clean and sharp. I know this juice very well. This is a strawberry cheesecake from AC E-Liquids. AC. I know this juice very well. I've vaped several bottles of that. It's a nice, true vape to the flavor of the juice. It's really bringing out the creaminess of that cheesecake and the fruit in the raspberry. It's a sweet raspberry. In fact, I like that juice better in this tank than I do dripping. Just really nice, a nice vape. So there you have it, guys. The Scylla tank from Freemax. And by the way, Freemax did send me a couple of extras, so I'm doing a giveaway. Comment down below what you like best about this tank, and 2 people will win a Freemax Scylla tank. All you have to do is comment down below. This giveaway is for the US only. I'm sorry, I'm not spending 35 bucks to ship this international. You can buy one of these for less. It's $8 shipping. If you win, you got to PayPal me $8. And these are sealed, unopened. They are in stainless steel. I'm sorry, I did not have another black one to give away, but these are stainless steel, and 2 lucky winners will win that. So to win, you have to like the video and comment down below what you like best about this tank. And thank you for watching Quest for Vape. So let's read some more about... Ooh. Wow. Sadie, get out of here.